with a lawyer representing some high-profile Convoy movement leaders, says the protesters who occupied streets in the nation's capital for weeks were receiving leaked information from some police officers. Lawyer Keith Wilson testified today at the inquiry investigating the use of the Emergencies Act. As Kelly Botello tells us, Wilson says they were getting heads up before police raids.
Keith Wilson is a lawyer who was representing and working closely with key convoy organizers like Tamara Lich and Barber. He told the hearing today that during the nearly month-long protest in Ottawa, they would get helpful information from police.
There was numerous times where information would come into the operations center from various police sources that a raid was imminent, and it happened many times.
Wilson and convoy organizer Barber made a TikTok video to encourage more people to join the protest in Ottawa, openly defying the order to leave the area.
It looks like the federal government is going to tell the police to go and use violence against lawful protesters. And one way to stop that from happening is Canadians who are concerned about their rights and government overreach to come to Ottawa as soon as you can get here and stand with the truckers.
Wilson said today that when he made the video, he never thought anyone would get hurt when enforcement action began.
No, because I'm a Canadian and I never imagined that our government, our federal government, would use that level of force against nonviolent, peaceful Canadians.
But for many, it wasn't always peaceful, especially for those living in Ottawa.
You have heard or you're aware of the evidence given at this inquiry of the racial slurs, the intimidation, the threats against Ottawa residents and public officials, and the blaring high decibel horns at all times of day and night during these demonstrations in Ottawa. You're aware of that evidence, correct?
I'm aware of the allegations.
Hate speech has been codified in the criminal code, right?
Yes, and I find the Prime Minister's hate speech towards unvaccinated people and saying how do we deal with these people deeply troubling.
The commission is tasked with determining whether the government was justified in triggering the never-before-used Emergencies Act legislation. It's holding public hearings in Ottawa until November 25th. Kelly Botello, CHCH News.